What's poppin'? It's your boy Moses, aka Nomo, here with another episode of the Lit Outlet Podcast. Here with a very special guest is Mr. Walter A. Why don't you tell the people where you're from, where you grew up, a little bit about yourself?
Papa was a Rolling Stone. No, not really. I didn't have my dad. But you know what? Mama was a Rolling Stone. We were everywhere, but LA based, LA baby, everywhere. Like, I can't, South Bay, LA, even some IE, I remember Chino days. When Chino used to smell like cows.
What do you mean?
Y'all don't know about that, though. Y'all don't know
What do you
about
mean?
that.
What do you mean?
Huh?
What do you mean smell like cows?
Chino. Like, the city of Chino. Like, nowadays it look nice. Back in the day, it was like dairies and farms out there. Like, it smelled like cows because it was actual farms out there and stuff like that. So I remember that. It smelled like shit.
Now, as far as like specific parts of LA that you grew up in, or like where you went to school at.
Oh, I graduated from Bellflower High School.
Shout out to Bellflower.
Shout out to B-Town. That's
B-Town.
The high.
The high.
The high.
I'm from Southgate. Never heard these terms before, but that's dope. Okay.
Yeah, everybody, That's why, you got to mix it up. You got to know because everybody got their own lingo, no terms and everything like that.
And you were telling me also that your high school and middle school was put together. I think you told me that one time, right? Like, yeah, like sixth graders with seniors and shit.
Yeah.
How was that?
That was cool because it felt like you were in high school already.
And by sixth grade, you felt like you were in high school.
Seventh grade. It was like some 7th to 12th. All that was like integrated on the same campus. But,
What was the demographic in that school? Was it mostly Hispanic, black, white?
all was minority based.
Like 50-50?
Because you got to remember, around that age, everybody was moving east. Everybody was trying to get away from the hood.
Yeah, getting out of LA.
Everybody was trying to this is on bullshit.
What year was this?
This had to be like 2000s. 2000s? Like early 2000s.
Why was everybody trying to get out, though? For what? Why?
I think everybody was trying to, do better. Just like, everyone when that whole
The recession.
that whole stage of like people used to like move to like Rancho Cucamonga. Like the Friday days, when Day and his whole family moved to Rancho Cucamonga and all that.
All the new houses.
Because they wanted a better life and they felt like, he was doing it, so naturally it was like move east, move to a city that's not the bullshit you gotta go through every day, the hood shit,
Right.
So you're trying to live a little better life, but when you move in certain areas, you and everybody else are doing the same shit.
So you just end up shitting where you move at. So you just bring all the shit with you.
Basically, so I remember I lived in the Sherwoods.
Oh, I lived there for a minute too when my son was born.
The Sherwoods at the time was like the projects, dog. Like you had everybody.
That's behind the Kmart, right? The big Kmart.
Yeah. And that shit had everybody.
Rosecrans and 605.
Compton. You had people from Watts. You had people from LA. You had people from Long Beach. You had people from, all these different demographics, but
Everybody had kids, so it was a bunch of kids.
yeah. But it was still love though, and you understood that. And I started to understand that, like, man, they were just one and the same. They're just trying to get away. At the time, me and my mom were trying to get away from the South Bay. Like the Lenox Hawthorne area.
Yeah.
And all that. And then my mom married, and then she got away from all that and then got to that area. But, like, once you got there, it was the same shit, dog. It was just, nothing changed.
And the thing about the Sherwood Apartments is like it's a gated apartment complex.
Yeah.
But like think about like a closed complex, but with just a bunch of bad kids.
Yeah.
And it just feeds off of each other. Everyone gets worse.
I remember, I don't care, I'll say it. I remember when Game got shot. I heard them fucking gunshots.
You were there? You lived there?
I lived there during that time. I remember it was raining that night. The Lakers were playing the Golden State Warriors that night.
Damn, you remember. How old were you when that happened?
Shit, that had to be like 9. I had to be like 9 years old, 9, 10.
So what was the word in the street when that happened? Like,
I don't know. I just know it now as an adult, but I remember that night. And it's just I remember just those shots, just pop, 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 pop. Like, come on, it's raining. It's like raining like a motherfucker.
And there's nobody outside. In LA, when it rains, there's nobody outside.
Yeah.
Everyone goes inside.
And you just hear that shit. It's just, I remember that. I was just like, man, but now that I recollect it as a kid, or I mean, now to an adult, it's just like, man, that kind of like makes sense.
And then that's like the type that situation that you're talking about is that what he used to rap about in the songs.
Yeah.
When they
He was
rap
playing Madden.
Yeah.
Late at night, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Yeah, they like robbed him for £1.50 of weed or something.
They said, all right, and this is off the record too. I don't care though, because I'm here.
That's
He
right.
said it was some
Exclusive.
Crips.
That our podcast exclusive right here.
He said it was some Crips, and he tried to deface it. It wasn't. It was some West Side 706.
West Side
Hustlers.
706
That's-
Hustlers.
Yes. Green rag.
Green rag.
Green ragging.
Damn.
I throw it up for y'all too. Hey.
There's probably people that are not from LA that don't even know that there's green rags out here too.
Yeah, it's super neutral, but that's who got them. I wasn't no Crips. It was some degenerates. I mean, I think I heard that in the lyric to him too. Some degenerate gangbangers, So I remember that though, because I know some dudes from there, and that's
You can confirm the story.
Yes.
That's crazy. I lived in the Sherwood apartments as well. I was like about 18, 19, 20 when my son was about to be born, and my girl or my baby mama. I'll say at the time, but she's still my baby mama. She's alive, and my son's alive. So my baby mama, her parents moved her out of Cudahy, doing the same thing, right? Getting out the hood, trying to be somewhere nice. Serio, Cudahy, ghetto ass Cudahy. So they thought the same thing. I don't know why people who are moving out of the ghetto are drawn to the Sherwood, because you know why? It looks nice. You go in there. There's two playgrounds. There's two playgrounds. Pools. There's two pools. They got a gym. You can wash your clothes in there. It looks all nice.
Like legit.
And then
it's just the people.
They bring you in when everyone's at work or at school, so it's
man,
empty.
it's
It looks
the
nice. And then once you start living there, and then like after work, you walk outside like, why is there 150 fucking kids outside of my house playing ding dong ditch and running around, running amok? You feel me? But yeah, I lived in the Sherwood apartments for maybe like a year and a half. So my son was about, actually, you know what? For maybe 3 or 4 years, because when I moved back
was cool, man.
When I moved back to Southgate, my son was about 3 and a half.
Yeah.
And I've been here. I came back ever since. But yeah, Sherwood Apartments was an experience to say the least, my boy.
Nah, man, everything is.
I learned so much about Bellflower. So much.
I don't know, it's a melting pot. But just like, but Bellflower for sure is like a super big melting pot. Big melting pot. Because But you get everything, though. You get everything.
Yeah, and I wasn't used to that because, where I'm from here in Southgate is all Mexican.
Yeah.
And then Bellflower to me was a little bit of a culture shock. You got blacks, whites, and Mexicans.
And then your Asians are not real Asians because they're from Long Beach and they're Cambodian and they like super with it. And it's just like, man, what the heck?
But even for me, like I'm used to dealing with Mexicans where like, all right, oh, your parents are from Mexico? Oh yeah, well, you're the first generation. Yeah. No, these fools were like different breed of Mexican.
Yeah.
Like, oh, our parents or our family's been here for like 6 generations, 7 generations.
Yeah,
like we're
different.
I'm like, oh, so you guys don't speak Spanish, but you're Mexican? Like it was a little bit of a culture shock for me. So I was in there, and I was still fucking around a little bit, but I was working, trying to do my thing, you feel me? And then, shit went bad, went sideways, and I moved back to Southgate, right? You feel me? And that's, I've been over here since and shit.
Yeah.
So Bellflower.
Bellflower is, a good melting pot, though.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Well, we got a couple of topics we want to get into. Let's just jump straight in it. Brittany Renner. If you guys don't know, Brittany Renner is the baby mama of PJ. Is PJ Washington's baby mama, which is a player on the Charlotte Hornets. Shout out to the Hornets and LaMelo, one of my favorite players right now. They got the
Keep
best.
balling, LaMelo. I got your trading cards, man.
I think they got one of the best uniforms. I love their uniforms. That's just hard.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I love the uniforms.
Oh, PJ.
But PJ, he got entangled, and his baby mama ended up being Brittany Renner, who is known for some certain type of activities, certain activities on Instagram. For example, she used to be like a fitness model back in 5 or 10 years ago when fitness models were the shit. Remember? Fitness model. That was her first thing. Fitness model.
Fitness.
IG fit. And then she used to bust these memes or like post these things, like she'll show up to a school, like a college, and be like, "Oh, hide your sons, hide your kids, because I'm here."
PJ didn't listen.
But then PJ wifed her up. You know, he got her.
PJ, this is a sucker, man. Come on, man.
And then,
Come on, bro.
wifed her up, got her pregnant, had a baby. And
Don't do it.
Shit went left, just like anybody else, just like the rest of us, you know. Shit went left. He kicked her out the crib.
He shouldn't have did it, though, because his contract wasn't that big. But, you know, hey.
Well, he's a baller. So he better on himself. You feel me? Like, so shit went left. They broke up. And then he kicked her out. She went back to her mama's crib. And then she just started blasting him on social media, saying that he don't see his kid. And he don't pay this and that. And then he tried to defend himself. Like, she put the dirty laundry out there. And that's the only reason why we're talking about it, because you already fucked up and put it out there. So ain't nothing new. But the moral of the story is this: like,
He has baby mamas.
Then
Ain't shit ones too.
You know what they call her? They call her R. Shelley. Because you know R. Kelly likes to fuck with young girls. This fool, because she's older than him. She's like 5, 6, 10 years older.
But she was stalking him supposedly, right? That's what I kind of read up on. Like, she was like on that fool from like since he was in college or something like that.
Yeah. She used to go to his games.
Like, you know, she kind of like, I want like prowled him.
Yeah.
You know, and stalked him down, and you know, and he was a weak one.
And she got him.
And she got his ass.
And then
what was the amount?
Well, at first they were saying that she was getting like $300,000 in monthly whatever child support.
My nigga's fucking contract only like $4 million.
Yeah, there's no way. And then she went on some show and said that it's not true, that she wishes it was that much. But you know, Instagram and the internet ran with it, and like, you know, they started making memes about her. But long story short, she ended up, you know, bouncing back, going on some shows. I think she's starting a podcast. But then my homie, not my homie, but someone I looked up to.
Not PJ.
No.
Oh, okay.
He's not my homie.
Okay.
But fucking Deion Sanders, one of the greatest dual sport athletes of all time. Prime time. Badass baseball athlete, played for the Yankees, played for the Falcons.
One of the best athletes ever.
He is the head coach, I think, is Mississippi State, which is like
Jackson State.
Jackson State, thank you.
Yeah, Jackson.
Which is like a up and coming. It's a, what do they call it?
His son is the quarterback.
Historical HBCU, like historical black college, right?
He was trying to really like, you know, bring HBCU out, like,
and he did, because he's
power back into the athletes and stuff.
He signed with Barstool, so he has like a documentary of every episode, every game. So he's getting his name out there. And out of left field, he invites Brittany Renner to come on to talk with the guys.
Dun, dun, dun.
Exactly. So
hey, higher education, guys. See, sometimes you go to college and you get education, you know, that you might get, and you might not think, I don't have to use this. Deion looking out,
bro. So she comes on, right, and she's talking to all the kids, and she's wearing this like super nice tight dress, and she's looking real good. So all the kids are there, like they're like about to do film study in like a big ass class, right? And then she walks in, and they all start going crazy, like hell yeah, you know, they're all excited to talk to her.
Like dancers, everybody.
They're all excited to talk to her and shit. And then they sit down, and then Deion starts talking like, all right, so she's here to teach you guys about, you know, what to expect when you get to the
trick.
What to expect when you get to the league.
Yeah.
So then she starts breaking it down about, basically she got into depth about like Instagram DMs. You know, when girls hit you up on the DM, what they tell you, what they're really looking for, what to watch out for, and, you know, telling them what's up. But, you know, most of the guys were just focused on her being there, and it was tight. Shit went viral. You know, before we get into like her situation, like more of her situation and everything, I think that was one of the smartest out of left field, best thing Deion Sanders could have done for his men.
No, he's looking out. I feel like he's looking out.
Yes, it was a genius move for them. Why? Because look, most of these guys, they're wearing,
because he knows the life.
And as being prime time, one of the most popular athletes of his era.
Like he's looking at. Have you looked at Deion Sanders as like Instagram and all that stuff? Like, he honestly like cares.
Yeah, he actually has been doing like background summer camps for kids for decades. He's been doing it for decades. He's been a kids coach for decades. He's barely becoming famous now.
Yeah.
About being a coach, but he's been coaching these kids for 20 years maybe.
Yeah, but he's about making a difference, and he's like being the bigger brother, older father. You know, he's trying to set an example and put these things in front of you. you know, that no one else would do.
Yeah, because a lot of these
Stuff like
kids,
that, you know what I mean? That's what we need, because motherfuckers need direction.
a lot of these guys on these football teams don't have dads.
Yeah.
Single
They have
moms,
no
raised
direction.
by their grandmas.
You get money, but you don't know nothing to do with it. You have no direction, nothing.
So you just blow it on.
Boom. First person pussy that, you know, throws it in front of your ass. Boom. You pull out game fucking weak. Now
It's over.
You know, you got Brittany Renner.
Yeah. So Brittany Renner, man, like as a content creator and you know the way she carries herself, I would do the same thing as far as like recording everything, going on these shows and talking about it. Like I see her professionalism, like that's kind of dope. But you know, when it comes down to like being a human, like you know what you're getting yourself into. No, I don't feel bad for her. No one feels bad for her.
Man, she's got a list. The Kaepernicks, you know, like she's got a book. For goodness sakes,
she's like this modern day
like superhead.
Yes, I was gonna say
superhead.
She's like our superhead or this generation's superhead.
You don't know superhead, guys. I'm not gonna, you know. Look up.
That's a rabbit hole on YouTube that you need to go down.
What, call us old.
If you're
ain't know what we just experienced.
If you don't got kids yet, you're about to run in some money. Just Google Superhead and see how many people she stole money
Gilly
from.
the Kid and Wallow got $1 million worth of game, but you know
we got $100,000 worth of game right here. Real quick, save yourself some child support and look up Superhead. But yeah, bro, like you know, Brittany Renner. I don't know, bro. I'm conflicted.
I see it though.
I'm conflicted because she's a great all this content that we're consuming. We're talking about it right now. She's creating great content.
Oh yeah, you were talking about right now, right?
Exactly. But you know, at the end of the day, I don't feel sorry for her because she's putting her own stuff out there.
Yeah.
And she gets mad when people call her R. Shelley or like a predator. But like that's what you're doing.
Yeah, but you have to look at today's day and age. And how you make money and how you consume stuff, it's all about attention. And the more like, you know, you got your name out there, the more controversy or it's more streaming and more live, then, you know, that's how you know, getting your hits. Because it's about hits and likes and stuff like that, you know, and shock value.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. That's how you're getting paid. And she's getting paid like that too. You know, let alone she made a book on a list long motherfuckers. So it's not like she's new to this.
You know what I was watching a Vlad
She's
TV.
not new to this.
I was watching a Vlad TV.
Not new to this.
I was watching.
She just got the sucker to get the monthly payments out the way. You know, because now she lives scotch free. You know, she got PJ. She got him. You know, her life is like set now. And all the other shit now is kind of like all money in.
Hook, line, sinker. Got him, coach.
Man, you know, she got her place probably paid for. Baby is taken care of. Baby is taken care of. But like everything else is all money in for her. That money she getting from PJ, man, that's enough. Unless you know, she probably does what more club promotions still.
People are trying to get people have been trying to get her to do porn, but she doesn't want to do porn.
Oh, she's not gonna do that. She's not gonna do that.
Man, might as well go.
But you know what? If she run around LaMelo and the Hornets, I mean, she already in the Hornets family.
Yeah.
You know, LaMelo already banging out what's her fucking that one chick. Oh. You're gonna have to edit this out.
I know what you're talking about. I'll put a picture of her right here. Look, this is the girl she's banging. And she's bomb though.
And Hannah Montana.
All three of the Ball brothers are banging bad bitches right now. And even Jello's not even in the league, and he's in the G League, and he's still banging a bad bitch right now.
No, but Melo is doing the worst.
Well, Melo has like an older high now.
Melo is doing the damage.
What do you mean?
Melo is knocking out Anna Montana, nigga.
Who's Anna Montana?
Look out, Anna Montana. Anna Montana's like a model, but man, she's been bombed since like I remember since like the 8th grade. Like we were like, oh, Anna Montana was like the business, like light skin bomb, whatever. He's been banging out this whatever. Who else has he been banging out? the porn star. I forgot her name though, but he was banging her out for a minute. We're gonna have to edit this out, Bo.
No, I'll put it in there. I'll put it in the highlights and all the.
It's something like that, you know.
I'll show them who it is.
Yeah.
But he's banging out.
At least we're talking about hyping it up. Like, damn, who's he banging out?
Hey, but LaMelo, he's a savage.
Oh no, and he's balling too.
And he's been a savage since he was young. I don't know if you remember the clip where he was FaceTiming Kuzma when he was 16. Like, I'm your favorite NBA player's favorite NBA player. He's always had that kind of savage. Yeah. He's always had that swag with him. So I don't think he'll get caught up. And I'm sure his dad told him. I'm sure his dad told him, like, hey, any girl you meet from now on is going to want one thing.
Girl, goddamn porn star, you better not fuck up this shit.
He goes, look at what your brother did. Look at how your brother fucked up. You know, he got his high school sweetheart pregnant. She dragged him through the mud, wanted money. And then Zoe's barely coming up out of that and having his own girls and relationship.
Zoe's been balling, though.
This
I
year,
like watching the Chicago Bulls.
Ooh, I love I forgot what YouTube channel is. Something highlights.
I love watching the Bulls.
I love the highlights.
Switch it up on sports. Sorry, guys.
But bro, the Bulls. I love the Bulls team this year.
No, I love it too.
Caruso,
they have everything.
Most people will start with DeRozan and Levine. No,
Caruso. Vucevic is a fucking all-star.
Caruso's a fucking baller, bro. When he was on the Lakers, Jesus Christ. This boy steals, defense, dunks, everything. Outlet passes.
Dirty plays.
So you got Caruso and Lonzo Ball who have a very similar type of game, right? They're like very like they love to pass the ball. And then you got ball hogs like Levine and DeRozan who are just killers. And Levine, even though it's his city, his team, I feel like he's smart enough to take a back seat and let DeRozan go off. And
DeRozan needs his roses.
And he's been going off, my boy.
Comp 10.
That fool went to the Spurs and people like, oh, he's trash. Get him out of here.
Fuck no, man.
Hell no.
DeMar been balling.
He ran into the perfect team.
The mid-range killer, man. Hey, man, basketball is losing the love of the mid-range, but not with DeMar DeRozan.
That was Kobe shit, the fucking elbow shot.
Oh, man, the mid-range is you a killer if you could. Man, you're unstoppable if you could. The mid-range.
And the mid-range is anywhere like kind of around the free throw area.
Yeah. Anybody
inside the three.
Inside the three. And you're just shooting jumpers in between that inside of the three. Just, articulating your way. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Little shots. Oh man.
And the reason why the mid-range game is so important is if you just drive, you're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get banged up. Someone's gonna foul you, give you an elbow here and there.
Or they know what you're doing. It just makes you unpredictable. You don't know if you're gonna drive. You don't know if you're gonna step back and hit a three. It gives you. It's all about spacing, just like everything in sports is spacing. I love basketball, so it's just like DeRozan, that mid-range game. This is a lost art in basketball.
He does it very well.
Because Curry, like ruined everything.
Everyone wants to be like Curry.
God though, hey,
everybody wants to shoot half-court shots.
But it's not about that. I think I saw like a quote from MJ because they said, "How come you don't shoot so many threes?" Because, he said it takes away from my game. It takes away from, because MJ was mid-range killer too.
Yeah.
It takes away from my game.
That shot he did against the Jazz, Game 6, when he pushes Brian he didn't push Ryan Russell, but Brian Russell decided to just... But that right there is a perfect example of mid-range game.
Nah, man. No,
you can shoot 100 shots like that all night and not get tired. That's the beauty of the mid-range. You're not going to get tired, bro.
Nah, because, I threaten you going to the hole, and you have to get defended hard. And then I stop my brakes, skirt, a little step back. You can't stop it.
Hell yeah.
Because next time, what? I do the same move, skirt, hesitate.
And you do the opposite.
You're out here. I'm going for the layup.
And then the center has to move in so you could dish or get the foul.
Got fouled out. I'm at the free throw line.
And now you're playing chess, not checkers. You feel me?
Yeah, because now you don't know what the hell I'm gonna do.
Yep.
Now you don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I do the same move again. Coop. Oh, he's pulling up this time. Nope, another's fake. Coming back. It's mind games after that. It's like especially if you're efficient. With that stuff,
Yeah, Yeah, no.
And it
So
makes it dangerous because you know what? Yeah. Screw. Pass. Boom. Because all eyes are on you. You know, it's just, hey. But shout out to DeRozan and the Bulls.
Bulls looking good this
The Bulls,
year.
I like the Bulls, but Lakers is all day.
Yeah, I mean that's my favorite
But I
team.
like the Bulls.
Lakers is
Hey,
my shit, but
DeRozan,
I'm just a really
Compton baby.
I'm just a really big fan
I'm
of,
an LA baby.
of the
so
Ball
go
brothers. I'm a really big fan of the Ball brothers. I just love the Ball brothers. I love everything about. I love LeVar, the dad.
Cali babies too. So I love them too. You know what? I wish we didn't get rid of Lonzo because I love Lonzo. I
do love
what
Lonzo.
he does. I know.
I used to always get into it with
But we got rid of him and we got a championship
So
out of it. So it's like
yeah.
But now AD is fucking soft as fucking baby shit.
Damn.
So
We went to the game recently, right? And what did we see?
we had a good time, man.
We went to shout out to the homie Angel and Guts.
Homie Angel, man. Angel came in us with the
Dope ass
what
tickets.
game was that?
Celtics.
Boston, right? The Celtics, the Smeltics. Hell yeah, that was a good game.
Trash it. Fuck you, Boston.
Staples Center. When the Staples Center was still Staples Center.
The Staples Centers.
Not the Crypt.
Not the crypto center, crypto arena. It's not even a center anymore. It's an arena now.
An arena.
Nothing has literally changed. It's just the name.
It's all right, man. That'll still always live in our hearts, right? We already know what it is.
Crypto.
How much
Arena.
did they pay them to change that name?
Hundreds of
700 million or something.
Hundreds of millions. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I always thought like, damn, Staples is not even that big no more. Like they're just always gonna call it the Staples
You're
Center.
gonna pay me that much, you're gonna have to
And some fools are upset about it.
change your name.
We're from LA. We're from LA, so
Crypto Walt.
some fools are upset that they changed the name. Are you upset that they changed the name?
I mean,
Shaq is upset.
I mean, I am.
Why? Why do you care what it's called?
I mean, because it means something to you. It's something that you grew up on. Like I remember going to parades. I remember going into that motherfucker. I remember it means something to me. I have so many pictures. I have so many memories. But I also don't understand this is a business. I guess.
Speaking about the Lakers, man, I was hella excited when we got Carmelo. I love Carmelo Anthony. He's a baller.
Yeah, he's a bona fide bucket.
Then we got Russell Westbrook. From the beginning, I was like, ugh. The only reason I thought it could work is because LeBron makes more with less. He's made more with less before.
Yeah.
Like those Cavalier teams he was on, he
Yeah.
had nobody on there, bro.
It's tough though. It's a tough entity because that guy. He takes the ball a lot. He needs the ball a lot.
Before we start talking about Russell Westbrook and how much he
All right,
hurts my heart,
stop.
let me get
Let's get a shot.
Let me get a shot or a
With
cerveza from
these fine seats. Man, when you come to the lit outlet, you luxury seats.
Tell him.
Luxury seats. Hold my glass, please.
You're chilling in the laps of luxury.
Hold on, guys. I'm gonna have to put this down. Hold on.
Before we talk about the Lakers, I'm gonna need a little drink. This is your cup.
Yeah.
Walter, the homie Wally's pouring out a little bit of that fucking Henny pure white.
Oh
You feel
yeah.
me?
Island boy.
Super exclusive. Typically only found in Mexico or Jamaica. You feel me?
Oh, you mean just out of state, dog? Just out of state and
When your
out
homie
of
pulls
the
up,
states.
when your homie pulls up with a pure white, two things have happened. Either he was out of the country and brought some exclusive, or he has a plug that was out of the country and bought some exclusive.
Something. Anytime you out of the country, please give me this one pure white.
Pure white, the best. I think it's the best Hennessy out there.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
sweet.
so.
Cheers.
But it's actually,
We're about to talk about the purple and gold, so let's take a shot of this gold real quick.
oh man, that's a double shot too.
Sheesh. Yes, sir. Let me get a beer. But like I said, Carmelo, super excited about Carmelo. I love Carmelo he deserves these chances. He's getting extra chances to play in the NBA. He's a great baller. He's been doing his thing. He's doing exactly what I expected from him as a person.
Definitely.
As a person from his age, you feel me? What happened?
No, Melo's been hooping. I mean, they tried to blackball Melo.
Yeah. Now, Some of the other pickups, I like Monk. We picked him up.
Malik was the best one.
Malik Monk. He was playing. He was playing last year with Charlotte, right?
Nah, Malik is a bucket.
Bro, we were at the game, and it was like the third or fourth quarter, and someone just passing the ball. Most players would just lay the ball up. This fool 360 min wheel that motherfucker, and we were in the private reserve seats under the suite, so we were like not too far but pretty close.
We had good seats, guys.
Man, that shit, seeing that shit live, and I've been a Laker fan all my life. That was my first live Laker game. You feel me? I've only been to Clipper games before because the tickets were free. You feel me? That's the only reason why I've been to a Clipper game before a Laker game. But I saw Malik fucking 360 windmill that motherfucker. Game. That shit was tight.
Fuck the Celtics.
Oh, and then there's a hella fucking Celtic fans in our section, bro. Obviously, in the nice seats, you got a little more white people in that shit.
You know, they feel protected.
They think they're gonna be. Hey, compared to a
we
Dodger
were talking
game,
mad shit though.
Oh yeah, we're on their ass. Hey,
I'm talking fucking in my fucking Boston accent. Get in the car.
Take your ass home in the car. Bro, compared to a Dodger game, I feel like there was no security there. No security there. I've been to a million Dodger games.
Oh, me too.
And bro, you got cops, security, Dodger security.
It's there, but it's like eye in the sky type shit.
At the Laker game, I was like, man, this hasn't been penetrated by our people yet. Like they feel secure.
Nah, come on, man. I mean, I think our gente and people just realize you can't fuck up the Lakers. You can't fuck up that experience.
You know what it is about the Lakers?
You can't fuck up that experience, dog.
You know what it is about Staples Center? Is like, say something goes down.
Sacred, dog.
No,
like,
it's
you'll
not
disgrace
that.
Kobe.
It's not that. Is that once you get in
disgrace
there
Kobe.
and you do something crazy and you have to run or drive away,
where you gonna drive away?
You're stuck in traffic in the downtown worst traffic.
You're gonna have to run in downtown. That's it.
Yeah, if you do something stupid, get down.
Or go have a drink across the street at Tom's Urban.
Because at Dodger Stadium, if you get down in the parking lot, you could like run a quarter mile and still be in the parking lot and like jump into your car and escape.
Yeah.
At Staples Center, I don't think
Chales.
you can't do that. So that's why I think a lot of Mexicans don't go there. You feel me?
Or they're just broke and they can't go to the game.
It's expensive.
It's expensive, yeah.
Because less seats.
Yeah,
bro. I remember back in the day.
They hate to be the realist.
I remember back in the day at a Dodger game, you could get like 4 tickets for like $12.
Ah, yeah.
But
it's different. Like I mean, baseball is like America's pastime. They want you to get out to the ballpark. Laker games, that's like that's a delicacy.
It's like a fucking
fashion
show. A bunch of rich people. I noticed everything. The girls
hamburgers or tomahawk steak.
The girls were different.
Everything.
The way fellas were in their dress, the atmosphere. I'm like, damn, this is like some fine wine shit up in here. Like and then
Lakers, baby.
I jumped out. We just won, right? I jump out the arena. We're in the fucking lobby to walk out. I was like, fuck the Celtics.
It was all quiet.
And nobody,
because we were in the suites, guys.
Nobody joined us. And I was like, damn, bougie.
We were in the suites.
Fools were looking at us like, what's up with these fools? I'm like, at a Dodger game, you're walking down in the parking lot.
Oh yeah, big routes.
Down whatever. It's like, fuck the whatever.
Oh yeah.
Everyone goes ham.
Yeah. No, it's just the way it is.
The same experience, but it's okay. Lakers thing is their own thing.
It's a little.
I'm still a Laker fan. I don't give a fuck.
No, yeah. It's just in that case, you just we whoop their ass in class.
Know what I'm saying?
But that's all.
Let's talk about Wally. Why do the Lakers suck this year?
Chemistry, and we don't play defense. And AD is soft as baby shit, and he's a cornerstone of our franchise. We have LeBron James, yes, generational player, but he is, and LeBron has been playing his fucking ass off.
He's like averaging 30
That
points.
motherfucker scored 40 something on his 37th birthday with ease. But I blame Anthony Davis. He can't stay healthy, man. He's supposed to be the focal point. He's supposed to be he's supposed to be pushing all this shit. That's why we traded 5 motherfuckers for his ass.
The whole squad and some draft picks.
And now it's just like, it's kind of sucks.
Now we suck.
But that's sports though, right? It's health.
We're like 500 and like
it's like 50% luck and 50% health. Like, it's just like you gotta stay healthy.
If you were the
You can't blame the guy, but like, man, like
if you were the
damn, man.
GM for the Lakers right now, would you trade Anthony Davis?
Hey, you know what? In my head, I was like, yes, because he's a piece.
I would trade him now.
I told myself that.
For what though? What would you? What would you want?
I would want like a guard. Like I'll get Dame Lit. I'll do like a 4-team trade,
Damn.
something like that. That way I get like Dame Lillard, right?
Dame
Because
time.
Dame is still hungry. Dame still needs something to like justify. I just wasn't.
But Dame's from Oakland. You think he wants to bring a chip to LA?
Fuck yeah, hell yeah. It don't matter his justification
wants to
with
play
all
for the
that.
Warriors.
He plays in Portland. Shut up.
He wants to play for the Warriors.
It's not gonna happen. They got Steph Curry, and that's not gonna happen. And they still got Clay. Clay still gonna come back, and
Like
that's
2
scary.
years. Where the fuck is Clay? It's been like 2 years.
That's scary. Don't say I look like Clay. Shut up.
Your nose looks like Clay.
It's in the nose.
As far as other things.
You the homie. You only get away with that.
But why else do we suck?
If the nose knows. Nah, but I would trade AD. I would.
I would.
Because
I get
he's
him
the
outta
most. He's the most. You
I
can
would-
get the most out of him.
You know, obviously, who I would want. I want the Joker, but they're not gonna let go of the Joker. The Joker's just
Nah,
so
you
good.
need like 2 like solid pieces out of that fool. Like you need to like
I would get like a center and a forward.
you need like a Dame Lillard, right?
I just don't think we need a point guard because I feel like LeBron could run point.
Nah, you need to get rid of Russ though too, cause Russ fucks everything up.
He's a wild boy.
Nah, and it's just like, you know what? He's a unicorn. He's done nothing that no one has ever done. You know, Oscar Robinson is look up his numbers, man. And Russ has done it. Russ has done it and surpassed it. Surpassed it. But, you know, sometimes he needs to be a wild Mustang. Let him go. And that's what's him. He can't play within a team. And he does. I mean, yeah, he had like 12 assists the other night. Yeah, of course, because that's his game. Push, 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 push. I can't get the basket. Dish off. Easy buckets.
We have so many problems with the Lakers now.
But at the end of the day, it's not the players. It's not this. Guess what?
the GM.
No, fool, no.
What is it?
None of them fools play defense.
Oh, our defense is trash.
Okay.
We can have a badass
That's
fucking
it.
play.
That's it. Next topic.
Hey,
We
no.
don't play defense, dog.
Let's dig into it. LeBron plays no defense.
None of them do.
He plays no defense.
Because all of them, if it slacks off, I have AD behind me. Because remember when AD, first year of AD? Man, somebody gets beat off the dribble. AD, boom, right there. Nah, man, AD ain't slender like that no more. When AD won the championship and he got that Michelob deal, that motherfucker came back fat as shit.
Oh, we had Dwight Howard, McGee, and AD.
Okay, but them motherfuckers left. Dwight went to Philly. JaVale fucking went left too. And we fucked up. We should have kept one of them. And we didn't. And then fucking AD want to come back all fat and all bloated.
I feel like
You see me how we looked in these jerseys? It look like if I want to blow myself up and all this shit blew up right now.
Like Missy
That's
Elliott.
how he looked.
He like Missy Elliott in that one video.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done talking about this subject, man.
All right.
I'm tired of
We'll be all right,
We
though.
suck, bro,
Hey.
and I hate it.
We suck right now.
I need to pick it up, man. I don't see us winning a chip right now.
Not right now. But look, we're a 500 team. We still got LeBron. LeBron is still playing. AD needs to come back. Kendrick Nunn still hasn't played at all. I think he's a very vital part. I loved that pickup.
Who?
Kendrick Nunn from the Heat.
All right, just stop.
Just stop. They don't know about the
You're
basketball.
going
It's
too
all right.
far.
Let's move on.
Let's move on to a lighter subject. Let's talk about some music.
All right.
Two
We
major-
Renaissance, man. You lucky I can motivate and
And it's crazy that we have Raider jerseys on. We haven't even talked about the Raiders yet. We'll get there. Don't worry.
It's all right. We won today, baby. It's all right. I don't even have to rub it in, baby.
The fucking
It's all right. The fucking Raiders.
The fucking Raiders.
That's my nephew.
That's
Fuck
my
the
son.
Raiders.
Make that my son went viral that one time. Let's go, the fucking Raiders. Anyways,
talked about them yet, dude.
Let's talk about some music. So, everyone knows what happened with the Travis Scott concert, right? People died, little kids died, and the whole thing.
Yeah, it's bad, all bad.
When it comes down to a concert like that, should people that go to concerts expect crazy shit like that or a festival, or is that whose fault is that? Is it the person that threw is it Travis Scott's fault? Travis Scott's fault? Is it the security?
It's Lit's fault all day.
Who?
It's Travis Scott. That whole whoever runs his whole team, whoever like puts that thing on, Astro World, whoever is, come on. That is your responsibility.
Take care of them folks.
Well, yeah, you're putting on this festival, you're putting on this show. You have to put the people's safety and concern first, right? Just like with these basketball games or football games, like there's safety measures and there's safety for everything.
That's
right?
a good point. Why do you think that doesn't happen at a baseball game or a football game? Why does shit like that happen at concerts? What's different about it?
Drugs. Heavy drug use. Because there's drugs involved at concerts.
People were getting trampled at the Travis Scott.
Yeah, and people have no logic or like, what else is going on. Or, it's just, it's a mixture of it all, I think,
One of the biggest things that I think...
And that's a travesty in itself, man.
Travis. I think it's a simple fix. When you go to a Laker game or a Dodger game, the game is in the middle and everyone sits or stands around. When you go to
with assigned seats.
When you go to a festival,
they know assigned seats.
The artists are in the back, and then all of us have to try to get as close as possible. Yeah. So then there's chaos and there's fighting.
I went to Rolling Loud earlier.
When? This year?
Yeah. The homie Walter Santa Cruz. Shout out to my dog.
So this is a perfect thing to ask you because you just went to Rolling Loud, which supposedly is rolling out.
Me and my nigga was chilling in the back.
Supposed to be rolling out LA, but it was like an hour and a half away from LA. Anyways,
that was a terrible drive.
But trip out. How close were you to the artists you saw performing?
We was like 100. No, I'm gonna say 100 yards. So we would say
you were like 100 yards, like a football field away for sure.
No, because when we was watching Kid Cudi, we was, I would say 80. Yeah, I guess like 80 yards away.
Exactly.
But we was in the back. We wasn't trying to be in the middle of that motherfucker. Cause me and him is old. Like we already know. Like nigga, if I want to leave, I'm not trying to. Excuse me, dog. Excuse me, dog. Oh, excuse me.
I know, but trip out.
Hey, big dog. My bad.
Whenever you do a festival or a show nowadays, you can't do that shit where people are like, "I'm gonna fight to the front." Bro, people are willing to die for that shit. My thing is this. Drake did it great. Kendrick did it great. Bad Bunny did it great. You put yourself in the middle of the venue, and then everyone stays in their seats, and they watch you perform, and they go home to their families, and they're safe. This whole fucking putting yourself in one side, and you have to fucking fight for the front.
Yeah.
That's
motherfuckers be camped there for...
That's wrong.
Motherfuckers be camped there for a couple hours too.
That's what I think happened. Did you watch the Drake and Kanye concert?
I did, from the confines of my home.
Oh, I loved it.
Free Larry Hoover.
I loved it.
It's all right though. I did too. I loved it.
I loved it.
I loved the whole Kanye part.
I love the fact. We're about to get into that right now, motherfucker.
Man, it was just,
I love the fact that you got to watch it at your house in the comforts of your own home. I'm a big baseball fan.
From my Tranza Fire Stick.
I love to watch baseball games at my house, but I also love to go to Dodger Stadium. But I think the best way to watch sports and anything like that is in your house, right? So this is one of the first times where I saw a concert on my TV.
Shout out to my Tranza Fire Stick.
Shout out to everyone who fucking jailbreaks the fire sticks. But these people went to the Coliseum, sold out the Coliseum, and you saw a concert, and then these fools had like
The
these.
Coliseum is the greatest place to do that
They
shit,
had a
dude.
smoke machine where
I remember the
couldn't
Laker parades with 100,000 people.
you couldn't even see the fucking. You couldn't even see Drake and Kanye perform because there was just so much
There's a
smoke.
big moon.
I had a great view because I was watching on TV. But what the fuck was up with the smoke? Did you see the smoke?
I watched every single part of it.